Hey there, Pepper. This is James Green coming back to you again from the sunny state of California. Hope you're getting to experience as good a weather as I am here. This is a video that's going to show you all the steps that you need to set up a new team member. Thought I'd have a little lovely music playing in the background. I love this theme to Chronicles of Narnia. What you're looking at here is the actual checklist that you will be using whenever you're setting up someone, and it'll keep you from having to watch the video every time, and I'm just going to use this as an outline for the video. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you are ready to work on setting up a new person is just log into your account, not Jody's, but log into your account on Solve 360, and then you can just name it. For example, we're going to use Brandy this whole time as our guinea pig, so Brandy Maxwell, new team member setup, and then all you have to do from there is go down to this arrange activity template and then insert Pepper's checklist for setting up a new team member. And that's how I got this whole entire checklist. So the first thing you want to do, and these are in order of the way you need to do it, the sequence. The first thing is setting up their Ruth Ann Jones email. And to do that, I've put the link here for you. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me create an actual link you could click on, but you could copy and paste it if you wanted to. And I've got this already set up. So here we are. This is what it looks like. And you'll need to log in with your credentials, not Jody's, and it'll still work fine. I just don't know yours. So signing in there, what this is a dashboard for RuthAnnJones.com. So you're setting up an actual, like a Google account for each person, but they're going to have their email address end in RuthAnnJones.com. So really it's not just an email address you're setting up, it's an actual user. So they're going to have access to their own Google Documents and calendar and all that in case we need to use it in the future. So click on this user here, come on computer. So click on create new user. Well, making me log back in, MICAH68. And maybe a colon. Guess that matter, you're logging in with your own thing. So we're just putting in the first name, last name, and then the protocol here is to make their email address just their first name. And create new user. And you need to write this password down or copy and paste it somewhere, because this will need to be included in their initial email that you send to them. So now Brandy at RuthAnnJones.com is set up. Let's go to the next thing. Creating their timesheet. So you want to open the timesheet template in the eLounge documents. So just log in like you normally do. Go to Team Members eLounge and admin Big Bucks, BIGBUCKS, and in the eLounge documents is the timesheet. So click on timesheets. That brings up the timesheet document, and you want the timesheet template. So notice, first thing you're doing here after you open it is you're creating a duplicate of the template. So go to File, make a copy, and then you name it the first name and the initial of the last name. Probably could have copied the document collaborators too, and then it would have been a little shorter in adding the new people. But the next thing after you've created that duplicate, and you do that because you don't want to fill in the actual template because then it'll be overwritten with stuff. But then you want to enter in the team members' contact info and then their hourly wage, which that was over in here. And then set up your sharing settings. And so it'll be me, the 615306, it'll be you, and it will be the new email you just set up. And it will be Jody. Her Ruth Ann Jones email. Then uncheck this notify people via email because we don't need to notify them. And one of the reasons why is we want to keep all interaction as much as possible with the team members to be from Ruth Ann's website. And so if you send them an email, then they're going to be accessing this document more from their email possibly. And you know, this obviously you probably can't do this 100%, but it just keeps things more streamlined and effective, and keeps people from always asking, well, where is this, or they'll lose it, or they don't know where to find things. And it's going to cut down on a lot of questions that people are going to ask. So uncheck that, share and save, and then it's going to say if you skip sending an email, whatever, just okay, and then you're done. So now you've got that timesheet created. Then you want to copy the address of the document in the address bar at the top of the screen. So highlight all blue, Control C for copy. And then you're ready to create their new document link in the eLounge. So we can get rid of this. Let's go back to the timesheet page. And the next thing you do is you click on this little icon that allows you to edit the article that you're seeing. And I like to click on this to go to full screen mode. You don't have to do that though, especially in this case, because there's not a whole lot of stuff in there. And just go in and type the name just like you did for the label of it, Brandy C. Or you can even put the full name in there too, that's fine. Which I just made up Brandy C, so because I knew Brandy M was already in there. So then highlight it, and once you highlight, there's a little picture of a link right here, like a chain link. So you click on that. That brings a pop-up window to tell it where to link to. And and in this pop-up beside the URL, just click there, and then you can hold down Control and then hit the letter V as in victory, and it pastes it what you copied from the address bar right in there. Then click Insert. And so now you always want to test everything you do just to make sure links and whatever works. So we're going to go back, hit that same button, and then hit Save. And let's see if that indeed opens up the timesheet you just created. So clicking on Brandy C. Bam! Look at that. Beautiful. So there you go. Anything else here? And click more on here to get to all of it. So that's it for the timesheets. Next thing you want to do is get their Solve 360 user account set up. So let's go for that. Now for this you are going to need to log into Jody's actual account. It's jody@ruthanjones.com. Password is MICAH MOUSE. I'm just kidding. Micah68. MICAH 6 and 8. The numerals. She's the only one that can create new users, unfortunately. It's the way Solve 360 is set up. So I'm going to go up here. Let's just actually take a look here. Yep, we're logging in, and the second top left we're going to click on Modify User Accounts. And then here's the little add place over here. Alright, so I've already done this with Brandy once. So once you enter in this new email address, it pops up down here. It looks like you've already done one, so you're good to go. But just to double check, you'll see you'll need to remember their password is 12345, because that's going to be included in their welcome email. And then you want to check Prevent Private Data, and just make sure that they have the ability to view templates, but they cannot modify them. And so everything else will be the same. So we got the Prevent Private Data. The next thing is you want to add them to the Bay Area work group. That way they'll be able to see the correct project blogs. If you notice over here on the right side of the screen, this tells what work group this particular blog is shared with, and as of right now it's only shared with Jody and I, so I just changed to share it with all of Bay Area. But you can determine by going up here where Jody's email address is and then set security work groups, you can tell the software who is included in each work group. So here's the work group names, and notice here's Bay Area, that's the one you're working with, and then anybody that has a green check under their email address is included in that work group. Otherwise they can't even see the blogs, they don't even show up on their screen whenever they log in. Alright, so that's good to go. Brandy's is checked correctly. Also a little note here, notice up here, these are like little tabs, and so we're actually looking at the work group tab. Let's go back to the project blogs right there. So I guess I could have been checking these things off, but oh well. So now you're done with getting her Solve 360 set up. Just in case I forget, I need to skip ahead here and just say, when you include their login info for the Solve 360 in the welcome email, you need to show them. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll just do this in the welcome video, because they're going to have to be able to open that template up in order for them to have their checklist. because I've created just like you have a template that you're looking at right here, I've created a template for them to check off as they've done everything that they need to for orientation. But never mind, I'll include that in their video, but just know that's what they're going to be doing, is they're going to be creating a blog and call up their own checklist. Alright, so back to the welcome email. You'll need to create a welcome email and save it somewhere, like in your drafts or something in your email. And usually at the top somewhere it'll say, you know, save to drafts or something like that. Let me know if you need help with that. I'm sure you can figure it out. And that way you'll have this basically an email template that you can use anytime you're setting up a new employee, a new team member, and you won't have to redo it every time. All you'll need to do is just fill in the information that is specific to that person. So what I have here that needs to be contained in that is you need to create a cookie cutter welcome statement that just welcomes them to the Bay Area as a new team member, however you want to word that in your own, put a little pepper on it there, however you would do that. And then include in the welcome email directions on how to log into the team member e-lounge, because remember we're channeling everybody to do all their interaction right there in our e-lounge. So you know that would be ruthanjones.com. Hover over the admin, select team member e-lounge, and then give them the login information, and then direct them to watch. And these do need to be in a sequence too, this correct sequence that I'm giving you. Show them how to navigate to the instruction video that I'm working on still, called New Team Member Orientation Video in the Classroom. And just as a note here, that video is not correct yet. There's still some changes I need to make. I didn't even put anything in there about Solve 360 yet. So the other things that need to be included in the welcome email is their login information for their new account. And remember, this is where we had you copy that password inside here. And then they need their login information for Solve 360. So that's pretty much it. I'm sure I've forgotten something, but I've already done this thing too many times. Hopefully this gets you most of the way through, and if I've skipped something, then let me know. And you can always update this checklist too if you want to. You'll need to log into Jody's email address, log into here in order to change a template. That is if you want to change the template. Of course you can change each individual person anytime, but if you want to change the template itself, what you do is make whatever changes that you want to on one of them. Just don't have anything checked, because whatever this screen looks like right here is what the template's going to end up looking like. So make sure you understand that. And then once you have the template correct as you want it, as long as you're logged into Jody's account here, you can go, actually, yeah, I think that's right. Anyways, you can go save the current set of activities as, and then just select Pepper's checklist for setting up a new team member. And then it says, do you want to replace all the activities? And you just say yes, and then you're done. Let's just do it because it doesn't matter. And so then now anytime you can just access this template whenever you create a new blog from right there. Insert a template of activities. Alright, well, I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.